We started our digital strategy back in 2017-18, and this followed a number of years of research where we had been looking at other schools, both nationally but also internationally, had looked at some of the best practice in Southeast Asia, in countries such as Singapore and Hong Kong, as well as looking at practice in Europe, in places like Norway. And we were building our own concept of what a one-to-one devices program would look like and what the benefits of that would be for our children here at Leo.
After all of this hard work, we're in a really strong position now. We have 9 schools across the trust. Every child in Key Stage 2 has access to a Chromebook that they can take home. Every child in Key Stage 1 has access to on-demand Chromebooks. Texthelp tools, read and write, or note are just embedded in what we do. They're used seamlessly across the curriculum, and that is making a huge difference.
The one-to-one devices really allows us to have an adaptive approach to our teaching. It allows us to give the children a toolbox of resources that they can access when and as they need it, so that they can be successful in their learning at their own pace.
Teachers quickly started to see that learning with technology was actually a more dignified way of learning, that children were taking ownership of their own learning and were starting to self-pace the learning themselves. And what that meant was, I think, that it gave teachers that encouragement really to think, yeah, I'm buying into this because I can see the difference it's making for individual children in my class. Alongside that buy-in, we had to give the teachers the time to make mistakes, to try new things. We also spent a lot of time giving them the training that they needed to feel confident to teach in a different way, and also confident to let children use technology when they wanted to.
Our approach to assistive tech and the use of Texthelp tools has really re-professionalised teachers. Teachers are able to spend their time doing what they want to be doing, which is providing really great teaching for those children. They're not spending their time doing administrative burdens of photocopying dictionaries or looking up word maps, because ultimately children have got access to those resources on demand.
I'd say compared to today, traditionally we would have had a lot more workload. So for me, I'm usually responsible in my year group for planning writing. So I'm very passionate about my writing. I want really high-end text, high-level vocabulary, and I'd actually have to make 3 versions of the same text. And I've moved away from doing that. So now I can give every child the high-end level text, but they can use technology to access that to make sure that they're being exposed to high-level vocabulary and text types and things like that.
My job's become a bit easier, if I'm honest. We're able to get through a lot more lesson content. The children are able to work at their own pace, which I think is really important. No longer do they feel they're dragged along or slowed down. It's all at their pace. But I do find that we are able to get through a lot more these days.